man grabbed a 200-pound solid wood beam and slammed it against the glass, but the glass didn't even budge. Undeterred, he stepped back, took a running start, and charged at the glass again. This time, he used too much force, almost sending himself tumbling off the building. As he regained his balance, he dragged over a heavier wooden beam, took off his helmet and headgear, opened the fire hose system, pulled out a long stretch of rope, cut it with his headgear, then tied it to the wood. He tightly secured it, wrapping his hands and feet with tape. Once everything was set, Johnson climbed over the stone and out the window, taking a deep breath. He pressed himself against the glass and slowly moved forward using the adhesive properties of the tape. Below his feet, there was less than 10 centimeters of window ledge, and the wind howled around him. One wrong move, and he could plummet from a height of thousands of meters. Fortunately, with his great strength, he made it to the side of the building. Before he could catch his breath, he pressed on, sliding along the wall. When he reached a protruding signal light, he tested its sturdiness, then detached the rope and fixed it tightly to the light. After adjusting his body to a 45-degree angle, he began sliding down, using his legs in a climbing posture. When he reached the side of a fan, he quickly calculated the movement pattern of the fan blades. With little time to spare, he tore off the cover of the power supply box and found the luxury suite's power cables. He then cut them. The titanium alloy door finally opened, but before Johnson could celebrate, the fan malfunctioned and triggered its self-destruct sequence. Realizing the danger, Johnson immediately turned and jumped out. In the last moment, as flames consumed him, he grabbed the rope and stepped into a pre-tied rope loop. However, the violent swinging caused the signal light to break, and the force of the inertia sent him spinning in the air. He finally stopped when he reached the front of the building. As his left prosthetic leg slipped off, Johnson quickly tried to grab the rope but failed several times. Just as he was about to fall, he made a desperate grab for the prosthetic and narrowly escaped. However, the wooden beam lodged in the window was now about to fall off. In a critical moment, Johnson desperately grabbed the rope and climbed upwards. Amid the awed gazes of the crowd, he managed to grab the window ledge and pulled himself up. Just as he exhaled in relief, he saw the billionaire controlling the tablet, trying to close the door. Johnson immediately sprang to his feet and quickly lifted his prosthetic leg. At the last moment before the door closed, he managed to wedge his prosthetic in and keep the door open. Just as Johnson was about to put his prosthetic leg back on, the billionaire pointed a handgun at his head. After being subdued, the billionaire reluctantly revealed the truth. The terrorists had set the building on fire to get a data disk he was holding. It turned out that when the building was first constructed, the billionaire had been extorted by terrorists. Not wanting to confront them, he had paid them $100 million. However, he had left a back door and secretly implanted